Hello folks and welcome back for daily flight number 2. Today I'm going to be trying out what our daily flight is, seeing what's going on and seeing if I can get anywhere near the top of the leaderboard. I think yesterday I was in place number 5, so not looking too hot for me. Let's take a look and see where the scores are at today. So we have first place 2,156 points. Okay, we have 4 players in there so far. It's still pretty early in the day. Our modifiers are in the face of danger. I think we had that yesterday as well, where we get a strength whenever an opponent appears. And then we will also lose 1 strength at the end of each turn. Reckless, so all tiles in hand are discarded at the end of the round. So that means we need a very different play style because we can't be saving tiles and hoping to cling on to them for when we want them. Tiles like, Swooperoni, Sacrificial Goose, things like that. It also means that it neutralizes a lot of the poacher's power against us, because that's a lot of his attacks, is discarding tiles from our hand. And then Lizard Skin, that's just a little bit of extra defense. Nice and all. I don't think it's going to change the game for me, but let's see. Let's get in there. So, first of all, into the garden, level 1. Okay, and we're starting off with that 5 defense, and we're up against Sister Claws. Thankfully, the beekeeper is asleep, for anyone who watched yesterday's flight, when we had all of the bosses awake from the start of the turn. That was a bit much. But now we have the usual. He is going to sleep for 10 turns/hits. If he gets hit, it goes down. When a turn ends, it goes down. Let's see what we can do here. So we've got Sister Claws attacking for 7, but with 6 health. So I'm actually going to straight off play 1, 2, 3. Take care of Sister Claws. And then I am going to start... I want to bring out some more stuff in this turn before I wake up the beekeeper anymore. So I'm going to lay down a little bit of defense. And then I'm going to discard this low-level defense tile to make some more room. And then play 1 of defense, 2 of defense, and the Way of Fire. So the Way of Fire, that's our way. So every Sparrow in the game has a way. And at the moment, for this playtest, we only have the Way of Fire out. So that's flame damage. It's an extra suit that does flame damage. In our full game, we also have the Way of Water, the Way of Ghosts, the Way of Song, which are different play styles, different ways of playing. We will try those out in future playtests. But for now, it's the Way of Fire. So when I play this, it's going to refill my hand. And as you know, our deck here shows what kind of tiles we have coming up in random order. And in our deck is not just our tiles, but also the trapped birds that are in this level. So you can see up here, we have 6 normal birds and 1 elite, and they're going to come out at some point. So whenever we draw tiles, we're basically having the option that there might be some birds coming in as well. So let's see. I'm not going to play this attack now on the beekeeper because that would be 1, 2, 3 hits, and I do not want to wake him up yet. So instead, we'll just play the 1, 2 defense and the 3 wild tile, Way of Fire, and it'll refill our whole hand and give us the flame tiles. Cling! I love that sound. Okay, so the beekeeper has found another bird for us inside of our deck. We're drawing it out. Howl has 10 health, and we have a little bit of flame here, but not too much. So I'm going to start out with a 3, 4, 5 attack. It's quite a strong to use that to get him out, but that's what I want to do because I'd like to get some flame on the beekeeper. So the beekeeper will go down by 1 for flame damage, but flame damage is much more efficient with him than a hit because he only goes down. His oversight will only go down by 1 when he is hit with flame, whereas every single attack hit that hits him will take him down by 1. So we got to think about things like that. I am going to just get rid of these low-level tiles. I'm going to keep my followers here as long as I can. Hopefully I can keep them a little bit longer. But for now, let's end the turn and see what we get. Okay, Lonely Louie is out. King Pigeon, and Possibility. And Papa Hawk. Okay, so this is quite the turn. We're actually also being attacked for, what is that, 26 and 9, 35 points. Yikes, we are going to have to take care of quite a lot of stuff here. However, the beautiful thing about the modifier we have on today, which is the Face of Danger, is that we're getting an extra 1 strength whenever a new opponent appears. And as you'll notice, we got 4, so we're up 4 strength here. We have it on our buff. So now my little low level 1 tile of attack is doing 5 damage. Now that's awesome, because now I can hit for 5, 6, 7 of attack, and that's going to take care of Lonely Louie, which is 11 attack against me, and it's really considerably working in on King Pigeon too. So at this point, I would like to use the help of one of my birds, one of my followers, because I definitely don't want to take any damage from Papa Hawk. I want to perfect as many people as I can, but I especially want to perfect elites, because that's worth more points at the end. So let's have a look here, what Howl can give me. Howl will let me acquire new tiles. So if you haven't played the daily run before, or if you haven't played Sparrow Warfare before, you might wonder what these extra question marks are. And this essentially is a way that we work with the elites. So when an elite has been defeated and they come over to our side, then they have special upgrade tiles that allow us to unlock extra rewards. And when we have a few of them going, then every single bird that we free can be giving us 2, 3, 4, 5 rewards instead of just 1. It's pretty epic, and kind of also why we like to save birds for as long as possible. So for now, we just get 1 tile. But these are pretty good. We could get some defense. We could freeze an opponent. I don't think that's worth it right now. Or we can draw a tile for each fire tile in the hand. Now, if you see my hand here, we can also click here to show the game. Very nice. I have loads of fire tiles, so I'm going to take the red dragon. And I will play the red dragon. First of all, I'm going to get rid of this. I know, will I? Yes. No. I get rid of this 1 defense, and then I'll play 2, 3, and red dragon. Let's get rid of the 1. Let's get rid of it. Let's make sure we can fill up the hand. Okay. 2, 3, and then we draw 5 tiles. Uh-oh. Drawing that has brought in Fluff Justice. That's a bit rough, and we still don't have enough defense to protect us against Papa Hawk. So what this means is I'm going to have to take care of myself by asking Sister Claus for help, because we really need somehow to protect ourselves here. So we can reduce the strength of opponents. That actually might be the way, because we're really only a little bit off protection. We could transform a tile into a wild tile, or we can freeze the opponent. I think the cuteness is the way to go here. Because the cuteness means if I go, for example, for a 3, a 4, and then use the cuteness wild tile as a 5, we give that a play, and see a big drop in what they're able to do. So of course, now King Pigeon is going to be freed at the end of this turn. Possibility will be taken care of before he hatches into chance. Papa Hawk is now only hitting us for 10, and we're defending for 13, and Fluff Justice isn't doing too much either. So at this point, we can also rack up a bit more flame on Papa. And I'm then just going to discard my level 1 flame, and let's see what happens. So I also have to keep half an eye on the beekeeper. He is now waking up in 7 turns, or 7 hits. 6 now, it's the start of the turn again. But we're now in a pretty nice position, because as you can see, there's no more birds or elites coming out. So this is the board now. This is how it's set. It's not going to get any more intense than this until we get to the next level, of course. Okay, so let's start off by taking care here of Papa Hawk. This should be plenty. And then we have Fluff Justice and Feathered Fury. Now, I probably shouldn't use my elite bird reward right now, but I'm going to. Because I'm a little afraid the beekeeper only has 4 flame on here. He's going to be awake soon enough, and I don't know how much more flame we can get on him in time. So I feel like I need that little bit of a boost. So I'm going to go for my elite bird. This is how you do not get to the top of the leaderboard, by the way, folks. But here we can see we can upgrade our suit tiles in the hand, attack all opponents with each attack tile, or this is one of those special upgrade tiles that I was mentioning to you earlier. So here, if we take this, and let's take this, let's give it a go. Hone. This means that when we get our rewards, we're also going to be able to destroy tiles. So if I play, for example, 3, 4 of defense and hone, it means that for 5 turns, because I played it with a value of 5, we have the hone power, which means that, as you can see there in the little description text, it means when I get a normal reward, as in from a normal bird, I can destroy 1 individual hand tile. So like something really boring like this level 1 flame. If I get it as an elite reward, I can destroy the lowest tiles of a whole suit. So like all of the 1 cost defend tiles could be gone. And if I get it as a boss reward, then I can destroy the lowest tiles of all suits. So it's very, very nice if we have it as a boss reward. But for now, we just have it as it is, and I'm protected, but I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling great about where we're at here. Even with my 5 strength, I am gonna chat with possibility here to get something else. So I can draw a tile for every defense tile in hand or fire. I'm gonna go for the fire because I'm going to be focusing on fire as much as possible. And I don't think I want to destroy a tile right now. Unfortunately, I foolishly just discarded that level 1 right before I picked this up. So that was not smart of me. Do as I say, not as I do. And here we can try out a little bit of this. I'd love to get some tiles that I could play with my attack tiles, but it's not the case yet. So I'm actually going to take 1 more bird. I'm going to be much better in level 2, promise. So with Lonely Louie, I will take the Magic 8 Ball, and I'm going to destroy this level 1 defense tile. And then I can use 8 and 9 and Magic 8 Ball to finally start to actually do something here. And we're going to get Sacrificial Goose. Now, Sacrificial Goose defends for 10 and destroys a random hand tile. I don't need any defense at the moment, but I do think I'm going to destroy this tile, because if I play it like this, it's going to destroy this attack tile. And you might be thinking, why would you want to destroy a 6 attack tile? This is not a 6 attack tile. This is a 1 attack tile, and he's only 6 because of my +5 strength. You can see his original form here on this little talon. So it's destroying basically the lowest attack card, and that makes it more likely that higher level cards will come through tiles. So let's do that. Take care of Feathered Fury, get a crumb more fire on the Beekeeper, and then hopefully what we can do in the next round or 2 is just get a lot of fire on before he wakes up. Okay, we got a red dragon, that's great. I will discard here. Also going to discard that level 6. And then 2/4 red dragon should fill our hand right back up again. Okay, and then we can really get some fire going. Still not enough for my liking, but it's better than nothing. I mean, like at this rate, it would take us 10 turns to get through them. It's really not great. But I'm going to discard down these tiles. And then I think we'll get 1 more turn, because he gets 1 hit down from the fire and then 1 hit from the start of the turn. So I think next turn he's going to wake up. And at that level, it's probably okay to just start attacking him. Because he's not going to attack me in this turn. He's going to wake up. But he isn't going to attack me just yet. So we get a little bit more attack on him. And then it's going to start getting real fairly quickly. I'm not sure we're going to be able to perfect him, but let's hope. Oh, Sacrificial Goose, that's nice. we will be able to protect ourselves. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. So I'm most interested in keeping my flame tiles. So I'm going to play this, actually, because of the reckless, sorry, all of our tiles are going to be discarded at the end of the turn anyway. So I can use this as a moment to choose actively a tile to destroy. So what I'm going to do is discard these, and then I'll play 3/3 and Sacrificial Goose, and it will destroy my level 1 defense tile. And I have enough defense on, so let's end the turn. We still have by far not enough flame on this lad, but he's only attacking for 8 now, so that's okay. We can survive this turn and get more flame on. Still not enough, but some. And then I'm going to get rid of some low-level tiles. See what happens. Whew, okay, so at this point he has 40 flame on and 80 health. So what that means is that if I can survive this turn, I can survive this turn. If I can protect myself for this turn against his attack of 18, next turn we've got him. So we just need to focus all of our energies right now on defending for 18. Okay, so the way I'm going to do that is I can see I've got some red dragons that are going to let me draw some tiles. And I've got a few attacks and a little bit of defense here. So what I'm going to start with is just attacking. And then I will take this, I'm going to get rid of these low-level ones. Then I'll play the 4 of defense with 2 red dragons, which should draw 4 tiles, each one drawing 2. And fingers crossed we won't have to talk to a bird, but I think we're going to have to. We can attack for 9. Well, we're still 22 points off, so we're unfortunately going to have a little chat with Feathered Fury. But he's giving us something very nice, which is Needle, because as I mentioned in yesterday's flight as well, when we get to this point of the level, Needle is great because he draws tiles until we draw a trapped bird tile. But there's no more trapped bird tiles, so he's basically going to let us refill our whole hand. So let's get rid of everything that's just small and not interesting and play him with some heavy hitters. And we hope for some defense or some more fire. We need 10 more points of damage. And we got them. We have them here with this attack. So we've now taken his health down below the amount of fire that is on him. And with that, we can end the turn. Whew. Okay. And with that, we're going to head on to level 2, where we get our extra stronger tiles and move into the second level of the daily flight. So the daily flights at the moment all have 3 levels. And here we are in level 2. So in level 2, we're going to have 6 normal birds and 2 elites. And right out the gate, we're being attacked with fire by the Shrike. And you might have noticed already by now, like, we don't have any way of protecting ourselves against fire. Neither do the enemies yet, but we don't yet know how to protect ourselves from fire. That's going to be something that comes in a wild tile. So let's see what we can do there. I'm going to use 2, 2, and 2 of fire to make some space. Get rid of these low-level attack tiles. And I'm not going to go for my boss tile just yet. And you probably know exactly why. It's because I'm waiting for another elite tile, the elite upgrade tile to come through so that I can get multiple boss level rewards instead of just one. But I will chat with Fluff Justice and see what he's got for me. So Fluff Justice lets me have as much defense as all fire in play. That's a super nice one later. Incinerate lets me double fire on a random opponent. I really like that, except for one thing, which is that using a tile of this power comes with a smolder, which causes me 3 fire damage at the end of the turn. Now, what I'm trying to do right now is avoid fire damage, and I don't have any special tiles that will let me do that yet. So what I'm going to do is take the cold snap and freeze the first opponent for a turn. And that one, it's not a scout tile or anything, so it will come back to my hand again and again as we shuffle the pile. So I will actually just play that with more fire. And in a way that we didn't even really need to use the cold snap with the Shrike. But of course, we're playing a reckless run. None of these tiles are going to stay with us for the next turn, so we can just go for it. Okay, Featherfall is out, Caligula is out, attacking for 24. We have a defense of 4. Not great. But I'm going to go for the cuteness. Again, there's no point in saving tiles. Usually with a tile like the cuteness, which reduces strength of all opponents, I'm going to want to hold on to it until I have 3 or 4 opponents out in front of me. But I can't do that in a reckless run, so that modifier is changing the way I play to just have to use all my good stuff, use up all my stickers at once. Then I can defend a little bit. We can defend against Caligula. I'm still holding out hope for this, for the upgrade tile to come through so I can use that with my boss tile. Ay, ay, ay. And there it is. But oh my god, we have 4 pretty strong enemies out at the moment. Thankfully, it is giving us the 4 strength because we are playing the in the face of danger modifier. So we have a little bit of extra strength here that we can work with, which is great. So the very first thing I'm going to do is play 8, 9 and hone, which will give us 10 rounds in which we can use the hone tile. And then I would also absolutely love to get a special reward tile from Coop Fear as well before I get my boss tile out. So I'm gonna use a few birds for this, okay? Let's see. We go 7, 8, 9. I think we're getting him close. So now let's see. Featherfall can draw the worm. Yeah, that's good. And destroy a tile. Sure, I'll destroy this level 2 defense. And then we can go 6, 6, get the worm, and that'll take care of Coop Fear. And then we'll be able to see if he has hopefully a different type of upgrade tile before we use the boss. So no, he does hone as well. Disappointing. I was hoping for the one that gives me an extra tile. But with this, I'm not so psyched about having it again since I have it on for 10 turns anyway. So I'll take the kernel and destroy the lowest of the attack suit. Okay, so with that, I definitely now will need to do some defending. But now I think is the time I'm going to get my boss tile. I can't hold off anymore. I'm going to get Olympic, and then I'm going to destroy all lowest tiles. So this is the lowest of every single suit. So you've just seen one of defense and one of fire leaving my hand there, which is exactly how it's going to go. So now I'm going to play this 9 with Olympic and a kernel. And Olympic basically means that any fire on a tile, when it's cracked open, will go to another enemy. And kernel means I can pick any tile from my draw pile. So let's see what there is. It comes with a smolder, very annoyingly. So red dragon. I think we go for the needle. And here we will go 4, 5 needle and just hope that there's not like a super strong enemy right there. Okay, phew. We made it. At this point, we can get rid of some low-level business. I'm just going to get rid of these so there's enough space. And then 7, 8 red dragon. I also should be keeping an eye on the falconer, since he has only 5 fire on him. It's not great. Not great at all. Okay. I think we're going to do that again with a 10 red dragon and a sacrificial goose. Let's hope it destroys the smolder. But if not, we're going to take care of that smolder later before anyone gets any fire on us. Okay. So, you'll notice here, Second Coming and Edamar, they've come in. They both have fireproof, so they're immune to fire. So in order to get through to them, we're going to need to use either a lot of fire, because every time they get hit by fire, it'll reduce that fireproof by 1, or bring out some more attack tiles to get rolling with that. So let's start with defending up nice and strong. And then I think we can go, yeah, actually we can, no, we can't do it that way. We can say 3, 4, 5 of fire. And then 3, 5 and fill it in with the needle. And there's no more birds left to come, so now we're into the space of just working our way through. Okay, got some nice strong attack tiles here. So let's see what we can do with an 11, 12 and get the worm. Very nice. Now it's happening. And now we'll do that again. Okay. So Edamar, another elite, very nice. Maybe can we take care of? I really don't want Edamar to fire their attack, because their attack puts a tile in our hand, and that tile is a slot hog. It's very annoying. So I'm going to see what Second Coming has to help me with. Immune to fire damage is very nice. I'll take that, but I can still destroy the smolder. And then I will play 2, 3 and fireproof, bringing some more fire over onto the falconer. Oh, excuse me. Okay. I was going to do some discarding, but I don't need to because of the reckless run. Okay, he is going to wake up really soon. At this point, I might as well attack him if I can. Oh, excuse me. So let's roll. 3, 4, 5. Get the fire going. And then I am going to chat with Edamar, because she might have... No! Hone again! This is rough. I really want a different upgrade tile than Hone. Okay, but instead I'll take Hand Up and I'll destroy the lowest of the defense suit. Okay, so now we're going to wake up the falconer. And I am going to chat with one more of my little friends in order to see if I can get even a bit more fire on them. So now we've got the red dragon. Let's go 4, 4 red dragon. See if we can bring in a bit more fire. There's another red dragon. Nice. We can even cold snap him. Not that he was doing anything anyway, but it's a reckless run. We can't save it for later. So this is actually looking a lot more healthy than the fight against the beekeeper. We're getting a lot quicker here. Okay, that's about what we can do for this turn. I'm not willing to work with any more of my little birds. I want to keep them. Okay, so I still have 2 flameproof on, so he can't get me with this 7 fire. He's got 63 burning damage at the moment. Let's work a little bit with drawing tiles, adding more fire. See if we can take him out in a turn or 2. Get the worm. Yeah, sometimes when we get a lot of card draw cards, it can feel really nice because we can just keep turns going for a long time. But this is about it now. So let him do his attack. It'll take off a little bit of our flameproof. But now, here we are. He's got 40 health, 77 burning damage. We're safe. Okay. Whew. I don't think this is going to be a very high score, lads. I'll be happy if I can make it into place 4 or 5 on the list today. So, level 3, the jungle, the final level. The poacher, there he is. He's got 8 oversight on at the moment. We have 6 normal birds coming and 3 elites. And we're straight out with our little friend Cacophony. So, we've got a bunch of really nice looking wild tiles in the opening hand. And I'm going to start defending and drawing. So, trying to bring out a little bit more. More birds, maybe? Yes. More fire, maybe? That would be nice. So, we keep drawing maybe another 2 tiles. I took a lot of red dragons, didn't I? Now we're coming in with a little bit of Olympic. Okay, I have to be happy with Olympic coming in the first turn with a 7 strength. Then I need to start actually, putting some fire on people. So I'm going to keep working with the attack tiles. I don't want to bring my flame out until I get to the point where my flame is actually, really effective. So we'll take care of Cacophony. And then Dino is out. Now with Dino out, we have pretty good defense. I think I would like to try 5-5 and Needle. But before I do that, let's get rid of some low-level things. Okay, now just get a little bit more space in the hand in case there's something really cool that's coming out. Okay, and now we are not safe, I don't think. Oh, we are. Yeah, we have 23 defense and they're attacking for 21. So at this point, again, it's a reckless run, so we can play a little bit differently. I'm going to discard these lovely tiles that I definitely would not discard in a normal run and play 4-4 and Sacrificial Goose in order to discard that smolder or destroy that smolder that's in my hand there. And then we're going to move on to the next turn, see what happens. Okay, Polly is out. Macabre is out. Oh boy. But what that means is we have our kernel here. That's a really nice wild tile to have because I'll be able to actually draw my my special power, and I will do that. I'll start 8-8 and kernel. And I can draw anything I want with the BDI. And I'm going to draw Hone, because that's the only upgrade tile I've managed to unlock yet today. So actually I will play 6 of Flame and Fireproof and Hone, which will make me Fireproof for 6 turns and also give me Hone for 6 turns. And you can see that fire kind of rolling through Fancy Ricky. It takes a few turns to actually get through him because he had Fireproof on. Now, Polly, we are not safe yet. We are not safe from attack, but we will be if we play a little bit more fire. Oh no, we won't, because now Fancy Ricky is taking it. Okay, that means we're just going to have to go in and get a trophy. I'm going to go for the boss one because I don't trust that any more elites are going to give me not Hone, and I have Hone. So let's see, we can suit up, destroy low level. I don't need to destroy low level because that's the power I have now. Or keep defense at the end of turn for X turns. That's really nice. I'm going to go for that. And then again, I'm going to destroy all lowest tiles. So my deck is getting really, really small, really tight, and really powerful. If you look at it here, it's all pretty high level stuff. So let's go 6-6 and shields up. And that means I'll get to keep my defense and we'll end the turn. And I'll be okay this turn. Okay, Cheap Trick is out. There's still 4 more opponents to come. And the poacher is going to be awake soon. And Fiery Cabo. Okay, this is quite an attack array we have lined up against us here. What is this? 67, 75 attack. We're going to have to do some serious business here. Let's start with defense. Not that we can do anything like that defense. But we have Dino now. And Dino might be able to give us... Yes! Not hone! Side hustle. So we're going to get extra tiles when we have a reward from a bird. And I'm going to keep destroying 443. I'm going to start destroying level 3 flame tiles. That's how crazy we're going now. Then let's go 10, 10 and side hustle. So we'll have side hustle on for 10 turns. Square. And with that, I'm going to ask Fancy Ricky to help me out. And look at that. Now we get to acquire 2 tiles. I love that. This is my favorite one of the upgrades, of course. So drawing a tile for each follower. I love that. And Swooperoni. Well, if you were here yesterday for the daily flight that we did, Swooperoni is awesome in the early game when you have level 1 tiles, because then you can play 1-1 Swooperoni and like wipe out 5 opponents in one go. At this point, it's really quite useless because we have all my cards are like level 4 and above. I'm still going to take it, and the reason is because the poacher I have here, I'm not going to destroy a tile now. The poacher that I have here is 540 health. So he is almost certainly still going to be around in 4 turns. So if I play 4-4 and Swooperoni, I'll get a little boom on him later. And then I'm going to keep my flame going, because the flame is also useful for me with my Olympic still on. Whenever any one of these birds is freed, their fire is going to keep going along to get to the poacher. So let's just hope we draw something nice. No! Oh my god, 6 birds. This is a bit much. I'm gonna have to ask for more help from my friends, because otherwise we're gonna take so much damage. Okay, what have you got for me, little friend? We don't have any slot hogs. I don't like hip. I take the Magic 8 Ball. Well, this one is just going to be an X tile, because we can't lure out anyone else. It's not like Needle in that way. It just lures out the next opponent tile. So it's not super useful for us right now. I don't think we can do anything yet. Well, let's see what we can do with Magic 8 Ball. Okay, it changed lure into a different and equally uninteresting wild tile for this situation. Okay, removing... okay. Oh, the cuteness. Now we're talking. This is a moment for the cuteness. And I can do some red dragon as well, because now look at this. Look at how much they're attacking for. But if I play 12 and 12 and the cuteness, we're going to reduce the strength of all the opponents by 12 for this run. And let's watch this roll. Weak. Okay, do we have enough now? 11 and 7 is 18, 5, 23. Yes, we have enough. And we might as well play these, because as you know, they're gone away with the Reckless Run. And because it's played with Eagle Eye, it's going straight to the poacher. And now let's see what happens. Whew. And we get to keep some of that defense because we still have the shields up buff on. Okay. I'm starting to feel a bit more confident, despite how little flame the poacher has on. We're getting some really nice looking wild tiles down here. Okay, 10, 10 and red dragon. Goodbye, cheap trick. And then 11, 12, and fireproof. Nice, that fire all went to the poacher. You can see he's going to get 53 fire now at the end of this turn. That's really what we want. And then a little bit of defense, which I think our shields up buff is still for another 2. No, that's the shield. Shields up we have for another 4 turns. Awesome. And then we'll play the thermals. Okay, King Mob attacking for 3 times 20. Get crucial. Let's see, 4, 5, 6. I think we can take him. And we're just about defending from Kakadu. So, you know, I'm so tempted to get my last elite bird trophy. But instead, I think I might try to hold on to these followers for the extra points that they might give me. And yeah, let's leave it at that. Nice. Okay. We are getting devastatingly close to the moment the poacher is going to wake up. So this is the time we should probably start working on him. So let's see, 9, 10 and draw 3 tiles. Hoping to draw more fire so that our red dragon will draw even more tiles. Yes, and that is working. 9, 10 red dragon. Okay, Kakadu is doing well. Now we've got 3 flames. 11, 11 red dragon. Now we're starting to cut into the poacher directly. And he's awake. Okay, and now we need to start getting ready. Now I am building my defense. I still have a few turns left with shields up. So we can build up against him. It's really nice. In case he attacks next turn. And then we can build up some fire with the needle. And now what I'd really like is something like arson or incinerate, but I can't get those unless I'm willing to open up some more bird trophies. 10, 11 red dragon. Let's keep on rolling. We got some amazing card draw in this run today. 5, 6 cold snap. And then I'm going to just get rid of all these. These are not useful for this particular run. So we'll just draw some more tiles. Okay, now this is starting to look like something. Doing like 30 damage in an attack. Okay, I think if we can protect ourselves this turn, we have him, and we can, because all he's going to do is his move of discarding tiles, and we've been playing with our tiles discarding this whole time, so we're well used to it. We might even be able to do more, although I should, of course, stop playing as quickly as I can so that I'll get the speed bonus, but forget about the speed bonus, Shar. That's just not the kind of game we're playing today. Let's try our Magic 8 Ball. Okay. And we have our Swooperoni, which is going to go off now. There it goes. And our lad is really going to be overkilled here. Yeah.
Fly free, little sparrow.
Okay. 2, 6, 4, 6. Oh my goodness, I actually did do really well. I think it's not as good as Una Ming's score, but I think it might be place 2. I have 21 birds freed. I have 12 followers. Perfected. And continue. Nice. And now, daily rank number 1. What? Wild. Okay, I did not expect this, folks. I did not expect this. This is very exciting. I hope I could help with some ideas there. I really felt after yesterday that I had completely lost how to do well in this game, but now, hey, we're on it. We know the face of danger. We know how to play with Reckless, and we got the lizard skin. So yes, hope it helped, and I'll see you tomorrow for Run Daily Flight 3. See ya!